Hello everybody and welcome back to another edition of Matchbox Marks Diecast Restorations. So this project, it's our first Diecast Mafia build of 2021. And it was my turn to pick, so I picked station wagons. And I really like the wagons of yesteryear. They don't make them anymore. Just those old Mercurys and Dodges and, man, those big old boats they used to make back in the day. So I wasn't going to do one wagon. I was going to do the Mercury, the smaller one. And I actually had that in my collection. And then I got a package from my good buddy Dan Russell. Many of you know him. He's just such a good friend, a faithful viewer, and sends me all kind of castings and packages. So I'm going to use these two wagons from that package. So the green one is from him. So I swapped it with my other one because I wanted to do both of his. And the yellow one, I think at one time had some beacons up on top. Now I do have another one that he sent me. This one right here. So this one has a luggage rack. And I don't know if it's the same unit, so I need to do a little research, see if that came out with beacons. So I'm going to customize these, and I'm hoping my vision will come through in reality of what I want these to look like. Speaking of what I want these to look like, another good friend of mine, a good faithful viewer who has been with me since the beginning, Mark Robinson, he actually sent me a picture from Facebook, I think it was, of a wagon that was brown and red. And man, that color scheme just really popped. So I'm going to paint both of these in those color schemes. So Mark, thank you for that picture. Thank you for the idea. By the way, I love your name. And anyway, so looking forward to this build. It is December the 18th, and this is not due till January 15th. So I just wanted to take my time and figure out what I'm going to do. Except for the color scheme. I already know that. So, on that note, enough of me yammering on. I'm going to get these off the old roundabout, take them apart, and start this process. And it's going to be fun. So, I'll see you in a bit. Alright, so let's get the Mercury wagons on the maintenance floor. I've done a set of these before. Paint is really hard to match up, so I'm glad I'm not doing that. I'm glad I'm not doing a resto. Let's take it apart here. Real simple. I'm going to try to do a wheel swap on this if I can. I'm not liking these wheels. I want some more of the traditional wagon wheels. And I got two holes I can tap out. And there we go. Windscreen's in excellent condition. This is known for the doggies, so that's cool. Obviously, I'm going to leave them in there. And then there's that. And then let me try to take these out. Sometimes these give me a hard time. There we go. And let me get this out. Hope I don't break it, because I'm going to try to use a suspension for my wheel swap. There we go. There's the first one. And get the yellow one out here. These posts are actually smaller than the green one. So, let's take it apart. Three posts on this. There's the chassis. Oh yes. That is the best thing when you take these apart. Seeing carpet fibers from the 1970s. That is awesome. And I don't know if I have any wheels big enough for this, but I'm going to try. That one. That one. Look at that. That's awesome. I love that. Call me weird, but I don't know. I think it's cool. Maybe because it reminds me of my childhood playing with these things on the shag carpeting. Speaking of memories, I remember driving in the back of these wagons with no seatbelt, flopping around the back like a rag doll. That was always fun. It's just funny how we've become so safety conscious through the years. Okay, and here's this. Obviously, I will be painting the interiors on both of these, and I'm going to get rid of that tow hook right now. It's already broken, so why not get rid of it? And the glass, cool, fairly decent shape. That should shine right up. Now, I might, if you remember, I did a couple king-size cars, and I took out the doors, and I just secured it with those screws. I just tapped out those holes. But I think I'm going to keep these intact. There's no use fussing with them. Oh, there's a little bent there. Oh, big time. Look at that. I'll have to straighten that out. All right, so Operation Wagon. Got them all apart. Now I need to figure out what on earth I'm going to do first. All right, stick around. All right, here's an update on the wagons. So, I did the holes with the JB weld on the bottom. And I actually took out the doors and tapped out those holes because I just wanted to get a good job with the wire wheel, because it wasn't really getting the paint off. So there's that. And then here's the chassis on the big one. Shined it up. I don't know what I'm going to do yet with that. And here's the little one. Already got the axle tubes in there for the wheel swap. And these are going to be my wheels for the commuter. And these are going to be, or the bigger one, these are going to be the wheels for the smaller one. I hope everything turns out okay. All right. So, on to the primer. Stick around. All right, so here's my wagons. This one's ready for a coat of paint. And this one I need to do some more work on the top. That looks really sloppy. So I'm gonna put some more putty on there, and hopefully it'll turn out a little bit better. Alright, stick around. Alright, so here's my Mercury Wagon. So I painted the whole thing red because it's going to be red and brown. So, yeah, now I'm going to just tape sections off and then repaint it. Alright, stick around. Alright, so before I put together the wagons, here's my chassis and interiors. So let's take a look at this. I painted the doggies, and I left the interior white. And then here's the one for the king size. I got this material from my wife from her cricket little hobby for ironing on decals on shirts. I thought I'd make like a good mat back there. And then here's the other one. We'll swap on the little one. So I'm going to put these together, and hopefully y'all will like them. Stick around. Alright, before we take a look at the final reveal, let's see what I started with. Just two really classic Matchbox models. Two of my favorites. I love the Mercury commuter wagons. They are really cool. So, let's see where I ended up. Alright, it is time for my reveal for my wagon build for the Diecast Mafia monthly build for January. So I picked wagons, and I will say this has been the most rewarding build yet. I've been doing this for a while. It'll be 2 years in April. And just the detail that I put into these and the thought, and I'm gonna toot my own horn on these, and I think they turned out pretty well. So this one, got the luggage rack up on top, painted the 2 doggies, did a lot of chrome accents, did the clear red on the tail lights, did the latches and door handles, did a wheel swap, and I absolutely love the red and the brown color. So there's that one. And let me bring that was the mini-me. So here's this one. So this one, let me back up a little bit. This one also was really fun. So I had some other wheels I was going to do on them, but I had a major catastrophe happen and I couldn't use them. So I went back to the originals. So on the top, got a luggage rack going on. And I love the paint scheme. I was going to do yellow originally, but then I thought, well, golden brown looks good. Did the stripes on the side and used airbrush on both of these. No rattle cans. And coming around, kind of like did the Mercury sign on the tailgate there. So yeah, I think these turned out phenomenal. I don't really say that too often about my projects, but these I'm extra proud on. So, let me put them both on the old roundabout. There's that. And I also painted the inside of that Maxi one. Got Mini-Me and Maxi-Me tan. Just kind of mixed up some paint. So, there's my wagons. Can't wait to check the other builds. Very excited. I decided to take these 2 that I got from my buddy Dan and kind of do some customs. So, on that note, as they spin around, one final lap, I want to thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Looking forward to a great year this year. And I got so many builds coming up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Stay safe.
That's all, folks.